Hey, NASDAQ, we get the best dope on the markets. Beginning Happy New Year Day scam. Okay, what's the newest scam? Well, now Waltz is leaving. What are we looking at here? We're looking at a top in the making here, right here. Possibly. Okay, I've been talking about this. This is a sell. Cattle, 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 cattle. Okay, here, let's go through this a little bit here. We're looking at this time frame. Okay, we're looking at that time frame, and then let's go down here and look at a little bit smaller time frame. Okay, see that? As a matter of fact, see the diamond over there at the before December there. Okay, and then let's go to something like this. There we go. We see the diamonds. Okay, this is live here. We're still higher on a day. Okay, we are higher on a day. Sell the piss out of this thing. I reserve the right to lie, okay? So I'm going to give you, if that's the kind of color you want, maybe you'll go back and view this in a week or at the end of February when we're talking about why you would sell it now, okay? Get a hold of me, ARP at NASDAQ. Oh yeah, let's not forget the beast. Here's hogs. We got a head and shoulders bottom here, folks. Okay. Wow, that looks pretty darn good here. Those are hogs. Okay. Right here, this is crude oil. Top left-hand corner, crude oil, Feb. This is a shorter term chart here, okay? These are important here. Okay, right here, going across there, 57.37-ish. See how you can see a bunch of stuff stuck in there? And then we break down to it and we hold the first one, okay? So you got buyers here. So I would say we're talking live, We're talking live. Come out, with a stop under there, or you buy it from here, 57.30. Okay, because we don't know what's going to happen here with this Venezuelan, but it's huge. It's huge. Okay, let's look at this a little bit longer term. Okay, you can see I have the trend lines here. You can see here we came into a gap. Okay, and we bounced. We come in. Look right here. Look right here. This is it. We got levels here. Okay, forget that one little horizontal trend line in blue like that. Not those. Everything else you pay attention to. Okay, on my charts. Okay, that would be why you would want to be a NASDAQ client, okay? What do we got here? Meal here. What's going on, Meal? 370 here. All right, so I'm not going to hit everyone here. We came down on orange. Got a little under it. That's a money manager special here. Didn't we just see some oranges? Hang on a second here. This is too good to be true. Sell the oranges up here. Okay, these are feeder cattle. These are feeder cattle. Hang on a second here. 350. Okay, this is it. This is playing out like this, okay? So get a hold of me right now, And if you're all set up, if you're not set up to trade, if you don't have a futures account, well, then I would say email me anyway. I'll come in through somewhere else, an introducing broker. Okay, but if you trade your own money, I got to trade for you. I got to trade to sell you. And to give you reasons why. So for when I was trading in the pit, you really I was a person where you could take in a lot of different information, you could trade a lot of markets, and I mean a lot. I mean, maybe 6, 7, just where by location. But now upstairs here, look at this, so I get all this. Here's the VAX. Okay, these are injuries. This is from Fred. This is from the Federal Reserve of St. Louis. Okay, this is what Ed Dowd. What is it? High Finance with a PHI Finance. Cute way to spell it. Okay, so let's go look at gold. Let's drop in on the gold. Okay, we got here. Look at this. These trend lines right here. We are playing them here. So you can see we came up here this morning. Okay, This is an intraday within a good perspective, okay? You need some numbers, for example. For example, these are just for example. Okay, here, see how the red did the first time up? The second time up, it's a little bit different, right? And maybe you buy it over that, okay, with momentum. So these would be tiny. These would be tiny. Anyway, that's gold. Okay, here's silver. All right. Fucking A, man. This thing. Jeez. We are sitting at 77. Wow. We are sitting at 77. Okay, so this is a little way here. How, here's the fourth. Okay, this is how this played the last 24 hours. Shoot up here. Okay, now you're getting the diamonds. You're getting the buying. Come back up here to an orange. You come down. You break a little bit. I did this actually in the last video. I said there would be stops under those two bars, you know, because, listen, because we got news, babe. We got news. We got Venezuelan dictator in New York actually getting arraigned in about an hour and a half. Well, an hour. Less, half hour. New York time. So this is a tiny olive. As a matter of fact, I'm taking it off. Okay, but you just saw right there. You just want to use, these are really large markets. Let the other guys get blown out, okay? You know, like I had somebody this morning, got a buck, being short silver, had a buck in it. From high tick, which was where it was sold, virtually, to almost low tick, a buck. Immediately, 12 minutes. You know, it turned into a loser, okay? When you hit them that fast, 6 minutes in silver, you hit them that fast, just take it. Especially at the beginning of the year. All right, enough of that spiel. Okay, so this, I did the video here. Teal, 36 and a quarter. Here's the low, 36 and a quarter. It's exact. This was 36 and an eighth. The green one, remember the green one? Because we were trying to buy here, buy here, buy here. Okay, unable. And each time here, now we're outside up here again. Okay, pretty wild, isn't it? This is corn. Okay, and at the same time here, we're in the long-term trend line to sell. You know, listen, we're just here. You got a 7-cent range, 2% range. Okay. There's enough in here for everybody. The beginning of the year, corn traders are trading. Let's see here. Okay, that's the July Nove bean spread here. Let's look at March. Okay, here we went down here, diamonds. All right. Let's look at the May. Here we went down here. I'll give a bigger picture here. Okay. You know, we came all the way back down to October's lows, and here we are right now. 20 cents off the bottom. Okay. Okay, we ratchet down. Okay, and these are the numbers. You close your eyes and buy these olive lines. The number that fucks the most amount of traders. The Goldman Sachs olive line. Sorry if you're younger. If you use that as an adjective, it's okay. If you use it as a verb, that is forbidden. Okay, if your dad was a trader and from the Chicago, the floor traders, even in New York, tell me if that, email me, tell me if that applies. All right, so I'm sending a text to a client. I'm communicating with a client that said right here in this area here, 2740 to 2707. This is in June cattle. Okay, and you could see those X's right there. You got four things. Okay, and I go either this is bottom right now, probably you buy it, and if you're short, you can always put it back out. Okay, and we just ran all these patterns. Okay, all these patterns. Over these patterns, you're out. Okay, over these patterns in general, your rule is you're out. So, but anyway, we'll see. Or this is an island top. Say, for example, we did close here. Say we go back up here and then I'm scared the shit out of shorts again. Come right back down here, close here, and then gap lower tomorrow. Okay, and then we go lower for, this is in here. Look, got into these gaps. Okay, you got into these gaps here. This is 2 days worth. You came all the way back here. You know, you're about back up in the top 75%. You know. Oh, actually, here, hang on a second. That isn't okay. You know what? We're talking. What are these, Augusts? Yeah, we're talking Augies. Augies are a little bit different than the fronts. Okay, Augies are a little bit different than the fronts. Okay, but here's the fronts. You want to sell the fronts here? Yeah, right here. Here, it missed the orange here. We'll see here. And here, we're holding here. We're holding yesterday, Friday's high. The beginning of the first day of the year. Okay. Okay, enough of cattle. Hang on, Mofu. This one's making new lows. Time is at 10:35 a.m., folks. Here, hang on a second. 7, 8, bingo, bango. Okay, so let's pay attention here. What else are we looking at here? All right, let's just take a glance here. What do we got here? Oh, we don't want the SPAC months. Hang on. I gotta get a little closer to the screen. 214 days. Okay, here. This is how. Okay, these are calls. Okay, these are puts. Okay, so these are the calls. This is at the money. Okay, so we want to go to. Let's go to GLEG. Okay, we want some short-term stuff here. We want some bang for the buck. 14% vol, 1387 vol, 32 days. Okay, you got anything? Hang on a second here. What was it? GLEF 6. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, okay, still 32 days. Yeah. Okay, so we're at 236, and we would want to say, how about the 226? Because we went up here pretty fast. Okay, so for this one, it's at $1.35 bid right now. Oh no, $1.35 awk. Okay, $1.30 at 35. Those would be the 226 Feb puts. You got to check them with your broker or something like that. Okay, you know, maybe buy something like that. We just ran up here. Can't say we're not going down there. So what do we got here? On the upside here, 236. Where's the open interest? 240s in the Febs. Is that what they're going to go for? Look at that, man. The 230s, there was 5,500 open interest in the calls, okay? Okay, so maybe hang in here for the weekly here. It's only 10:30. 9. Bottom right-hand corner, 10:39. Okay, let's call this a wrap. You need something, get a hold of me. ARP at NASDAQ. You know, it could be in anything. It could be in the hyperscalers. You know, I'm not looking to venture off in that, but or Bitcoin or whatever. Currencies, bonds, notes. Oh, yeah, what are bonds doing? Okay, we're going to call this a wrap. ARP at NASDOG.com. Thanks for watching. Always use a risk stop to stop the risk.